Hi, hi everyone. It is me, Sailor Moon here. It's me, Sailor Neptune, Sailor SeaWorld here. And today we're going to talk about was the Unstraight and Sailor Moon, were they handled right by Deke and later on Pioneer? Since a lot of folks in a Sailor Moon followership believe they were not, you know. Now, a lot of folks gave Deep glee and Pioneer glee for how they handled the Unstraight folks, and they have their beliefs to why this was done. But no one really knows truly, because no one was really there, and, to why Deep glee and later on Pioneer glee made that call. The first Unstraight folks that we meet, which keep in mind are only Unstraight here, but not anywhere else in Sailor Moon, is Zoisite and Malachite. And Zoisite becomes a woman. Now, a lot of Sailor Moon followers out there behaved as if that was the wrong thing. As if folks in between 95 YL standard mindset, trusting and understanding should have been where it is now in 2025 YL. But at the time, it was not. And at the time, some folks felt that Unstraight selves in a show, film, or play for children, even a drawing show, film, or drawing show or film, was a no-go. That it was something that you didn't do. Now, nowadays, having Unstraight folks in a show, film, or play, or drawing show, or drawing film for children is now it's a good thing. A lot of folks are more trusting and open-minded about it and whatever. But back then, it wasn't where it is now. So Deep Glee made the call to make Zoisite a woman. And all they really had to do is have Kirsten Bishop, who died many years ago, do the speaking for Zoisite. But she would also do speaking for many other cells, like Emerald, Carrie Knight, Calbu, whatever, how you say her name. And a lot of folks thought that was wrong. And it isn't until you get to the Frida following that once again you have more Unstraight cells like Sarah Uranus, Sailor Skyroad Amara, or Sailor Neptune, Sailor Zero, and Michelle. And how they handled you both was to make you both near kin, to come up with the grounds for their kinship, or why they were always around each other. I don't know what they were going for, but that's what they chose. Yeah, you're right, Sailor Moon. Pioneer Glee, stuck in the same bind that Deep Glee was in, had to come up with some grounds for the kinship. So they said near kin. And they were going for that we were both born around the same time. Our bearers happened to we happened to hang out a lot when we were younger. Had a near bond. And yes, there are folks who do have a near bond with their near kin. You know. And I believe that's what they were going for. But a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership could see through it due to what was being done did not match up to what was being said, if you understand, if you know what I mean. And the truth is, once you get to the fourth following, you have Fisheye, which a lot of folks say that Fisheye was a woman clothing, a man who liked to wear women's clothing and was Unstraight. Now, that may have been true, I guess, in the funny books, I guess. I don't believe it was true in the drawing show. And if it was true, well, that's not how Pioneer Glee made it. Fisheye became a woman, just hiring a woman to speak for her. Now, a lot of folks in the Sailor Moon followership believe that that was wrong. It was handled the wrong way. And they have the right to their beliefs, though. Now, at the end of the day, a lot of folks always ask why that was done. And there's a many answers. And some folks will say they have the answer. But my guess was, it's not how it is now, with the more, trusting, understanding, open-mindedness of what it means to be unstraight, and folks who see themselves as unstraight or come out as unstraight. And nowadays, it's not as a big deal as it was now. Now, I could say that unstraight folks might have more rights and more freedoms in other lands that they do in others, And now a lot of folks might say, why is it that Viz didn't have to do anything? Because by the time Viz came along, it wasn't a standard anymore. And unstraight selves, as long as they weren't doing anything that was, wrong in a drawing show or drawing film, then it was all right for them to be in there. And the understanding and the trusting and the mindset was that it was all right, But still to this day, no one truly knows why Deep Glee and Pioneer Glee did what they did. Yeah, you're right, Sailor Neptune. You're right, Sailor SeaWorld. You're right, Michelle. Everyone has their beliefs and thoughts to why Deep Glee and then Pioneer Glee would how they handle the unstraight. But I think they did it in an onlooking way. And my belief, they did. Becoming women or being shipped to near kin, I think is more kinder than what could have happened to other drawing shows and drawing films around that same time. And a lot of folks are going to say that, my guess is that Deep Glee and Pioneer Glee did not want to get downwind of someone that, you can't watch that show, would be, they might get a hit in the looking. The show's still on, broadcasting, whatever. And what they might have been worried about is someone getting a hold, somehow calling up WB or UPN or USA or Cartoon, and that's in a 4-1 Reichs or YTV in the Settled and bitching about how they just watched a drawing show with their children and it had unstraight selves in it. And you need to do something about this and put so much squeeze on the ownership and leadership of those folk works that they would have no choice but to tell Deep Glee or Pioneer Glee it's a no-go. So that's my guess of why it was done. If you have a guess of why you think it's done, let me know. And if you want to see the film we made yesterday, about the Irwin doll stands, then by all means you can watch it. We'll see you later.